at the end of the day, we know for a fact Kanye West could have had security in front of him. That's why I always say you gotta have security with you at all times. If you don't have security, they gonna run right up on you, boy. If you don't have security, they gonna run right up on you. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that this sad, man. And Kanye West, he thought it was sweet. He thought it was sweet. Y'all got to really look at this, man, and take notes on this, man. This is something that we all could really pay attention to. But I look at it like it's funny, man, because who started talking stuff? Who started talking stuff first? It was Buddy. Once he started talking stuff, it was over with, boy. They looked at that like, you know what? We gonna have to talk to you, boy. They pulled them right up in the room, boy. They instantly, because you know, Kanye West got real security. He got real security, and you got to understand, it was one security guard looking at Buddy who ran up on him and grabbed his shoulder, boy. Y'all know what they did to him, boy. If y'all really look at it, man, hey, hit the like button if you're new to the channel, man. Hey, subscribe to the channel, boy. Boy, dude told on everything. The dude who was dude who was right there by the door. Y'all know the doors, like, where you got to push the ones that's in the middle, you instantly got to push the door in order to get out the door. Like, y'all got to understand, man, dude standing right there. That's the one that they caught. He instantly volunteered the information quick. He gave up everything. Like, y'all got to understand, this is why Kanye West sat back and looked at it like, you know what? Boosie, you bogus. We was cool at first. At the end of the day, we already know for a fact that everybody sit back and look at it like, dang, why would Yeezy even let them do that to him? Like, that's because he thought Boosie was cool. Boosie played it off cool, just like with Duke. He played it off cool. That's why I say you can't be trusting certain individuals, man, because when it all comes out, he should have never wore the shirt if he didn't want Boosie to run up on him. You got to understand, people sit back and look at it and take it from a whole different way when you have to really be mindful of it. You have to really be mindful of the fact that Boosie had Buddy instantly run up. They pulled up 4 cars deep. It was too many of them. It was way too many of them, man. At the end of the day, man, we know for a fact that it's people who real life sitting back and looking at it and they hurt, they mad. They mad. Like, at the end of the day, people want to real life not really pay attention to what's going on. You have to look at it. Y'all can see Buddy up in there. That's the dude that was with him. His sister spoke out and everything, man. Y'all got to really look at this, man. This sad. It's sad, but that's the only reason why they ran up on him. It's like they was instantly going at each other. It's like, now it's like Chicago against, you feel me, Louisiana, because you have to really look at one thing. Boosie is from Louisiana and Kanye West from Chicago.
I mean, maybe he should have never even worn the shirt to the start.
Yeah.
He might have only did it for attention. He's got this thing with attention. He's got like a mother complex. He needs attention. He doesn't get it. He does drastic things to get it. This is just another cry for attention.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're saying. They said it's just a crowd for attention. Like, they said the only reason why Yeezy even did that, they said Yeezy didn't know that Boosie was gonna pull up with all them people. You gotta understand how this work, man. RP Duke the Jeweler, man. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that by them even running up on him, it goes to show. But once dude grabbed it, hey, rewind the video to the beginning if y'all want to see what went on, man. Hey, they realized, boy, the footage is out. Boy, they instantly, hey, Yeezy instantly ran to the back, man. Hey, once Yeezy ran to the back, it was over with. It was over with, boy. Y'all gotta understand, man, this is a revolving door, man. And some people don't really take heed or take notes to this, man. But you have to really be mindful, man, of what's going on, man. You have to really look at it and take notes on this, man, because we all know for a fact that it's a lot of people who sit back and take certain things for granted. You can't take these things for granted because it'll mess up everything at the end of the day. We know for a fact that Duke instantly.
We know that ultimately the root of all of this was, although owned by Boosie. Boosie heard the shots.
Today, we know for a fact that you can't.
It shows him facing away from his red Ford,
Exactly.
the red truck. He had it
just like I
Ford,
said,
one of the F-150 or F-250 trucks. You know, he was facing away from it, and he was facing where the suspects would have caught him up.
That's why I said RP Duke, man. At the end of the day, man, it's RP Duke, man. Like, I just wanted to let y'all know, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hey, I want y'all to know that, man. Hey, it's too much going on right now, man. Hey, I'm sitting back looking at the fact that they realize, hey, they did this to themselves, boy. It's over with. And y'all see they just caught, boy, free that man, boy. RP Duke the Jeweler, man. At the end of the day, man, y'all see what just happened to Kanye West, man. Hey, it's sad, man, but you know this is a revolving door. We have to really understand what's really going on, and we have to pay attention to the facts of, like, just the details and everything that happened. So y'all gotta really take this into full consideration, man, and really be cautious of who you be around, man, because too many people getting sent up from this, man. Like, y'all really gotta understand, man. They said this old girl, man. I want y'all to really let that soak in. They said everybody that played a role in that, they said they knew what was finna happen. And it's so funny that Boosie even got himself in this situation. Like, man, you gotta fall back, man, because they said Buddy was sitting down in that chair. And he told everything.
Yep.
And you got to understand what's really going on, man. This is something that we all could really take notes on because it could really affect a lot of people. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, man. We got some breaking news, y'all.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of different stories. And it's a matter of time until everything comes out.
Yeah, and we all know for a fact that his brother, he already said what he was finna do. Y'all got to really look at that, man, and take notes on that, man. He said what he was finna do, man. Like, this is something that we all could really take, like, full initiative of, man, and take full accountability of, man, because this is something that could easily have been avoided. Like, y'all got to really understand this, man.
Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit like and hit subscribe.
Understand, this is crazy, man. This sad, man. At the end of the day, boy, we know for a fact that everybody need to really pay attention to what's going on, man, because it's people out here who sitting back looking at this from a whole different perspective. People looking at it like we need to realize, sit back and, like, make it to where people ain't tripping. Like, first off, look at one thing. They instantly got off the interstate, instantly went to the hotel that Boosie and them had booked for him. Next thing you know, it was him, which is, and again, when I say him, I mean Duke the Jeweler. It was Duke the Jeweler, his girlfriend, and his homie, dude with the beard, dude with the dreads. Hey, I'm gonna let you know, dude was on his phone the whole time. Dude was paying attention to what was on his phone and who was calling him and texting him. So look, this how it went. They did what they did, right? They sat there, went to the nail shop 2 hours after they got back, you feel me, off the interstate. Next thing you know, you see Duke instantly pull right up. He instantly hop right out the car. He in a nail shop. You see him instantly looking to the side because he's looking at his homie. He's laughing at his homie, saying like how they finna instantly finally go to a Boosie concert. So okay, that's that. I'ma tell you just like this, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Dude, it's a lot of people who played a role in this, and the people who played a role in this, it was the people at the dice game. Then when he left the dice game, after selling Boosie all the jewelry, he left out of there. That kind of like spared him. You feel me? It spared him to the point where he was able to get out the building. So look, they sat there and watched him count up at the end. They didn't like that. Strike one. I want y'all to look at the fact that Duke the Jeweler, he was with dude all in a club. His homie, the light-skinned dude that they said the wild one. I want to let y'all look at that, man. I want y'all to really pay attention to that. I want y'all to know that. And then one thing you have to be mindful and aware of is the fact that Duke was with Buddy the whole time. He was even with Buddy in a line waiting to go in the concert. So look, it was him. It was three of them. Him, his girlfriend, and his homie, the security. Hey, I want to let y'all know, they sat there and watched everything that went on in that club, man. They sat there and had fun, man. It's people who was outside watching Boosie pull off in that white G-Wagon. He pulled off in a white G-Wagon quick, man. And once you really pay attention to it, a girl had on a pink dress, man. She was there talking to the police, telling the police everything that went on. She sat there and told the police that it was the 19-year-old who was the one who walked him all the way from the window all the way to the front of the bumper, right by the headlight, right by the front tire. You know how the driver's side tire is. I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, man. This is sad, man. And the DA, she kind of built a conjunction with this whole case now. I want y'all to listen to the whole RICO indictment. It's a 28 page indictment. It was 24, but they added 4 more people onto the indictment, y'all. Y'all gotta be careful, man.
Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and make sure that you like the video so that we can continue to bring you new information as we get it. All the stuff that we have, like the phones, the tablets, whatever, they all are pinged with the location, even on those new cars, like the GMC. That is completely like traceable. They know exactly where it was. There's no way to shut that off. You can't shut the location off on these smart cars. If you had an older car, you might be able to bypass that whole thing. But at the end of the day, they know exactly who was in the area, where they were, what, like, they can see where and everyone was from, you know, one point to the next. And then, like, soon as somebody does call, like, you call call in that you need help, they are able to ping all the stuff in the area anyways, and it all gets followed through. So it'll take time for the whole case to go through, but at the end of the day, they know, and they'll be able to tell exactly where everyone was, and then you can rule out anyone in question. But at the end of the day, it never should have happened like that. It's unfortunate that it did, and it's sad for his family, because that's not, for them it's his brother or the son or whoever, and for other people, and it's Duke. But the thing is like, they've known him forever, and seen him go up, like they seen him rise up, and then they saw this happen. And it's crazy that as many people are like looking like they're involved or were involved or had some sort of involvement. It's crazy because like you never would think that they'd do something like this, and neither did Duke. Duke had no way of knowing that this was going to happen. If he had any clue, he would have had security with him. Like, he wouldn't have went. He would have had security. He wouldn't have brought what he brought. Everybody knows if you're a good salesperson or hustler or entrepreneur or whatever you want to call it these days, you know that if you sell something, if it's a networking situation, you're gonna make sure that you bring what you need to, that's how it goes. And so of course he's gonna bring the latest stuff that he has, the best pieces, that are exclusive, because he wants to make some sales, like anybody would. And his stuff and his work was great, and so people were really envious of what he had, and he had some amazing things that we've seen, and there's a lot of stuff that obviously we haven't seen yet. I'm sure with time, the pictures of all the actual... So what happened with Duke is sad. It's crazy that he paid the ultimate sacrifice with his life. He really cared about his work. He cared about his art. His work was his art. It was a work of art. And he ended up losing his life over money. I mean, he built himself up. He has some amazing pieces, and the stuff and the jewelry that he had with him, he ended up losing all those exclusive pieces for his life, along with some, the money from the dice game. And it's like, when you go back and look at some of the things that we've seen, it's sad that like he faced out and saw exactly what happened, and he saw who sent him up. He saw it go down, and he had no way to defend himself, and he had no one with him to even give him a clue that was happening or about to happen. And I mean, he was vulnerable because he opened up and gave everybody a chance there, was friendly, he was there to have a good time. He wasn't there for any drama. And even when they were talking about the security and at the venue, the arena theater where it happened, the security guards were saying like, oh no, it was chill. The whole environment was relaxed. Everybody was just like, just having a good time. And something like that, what ended up happening was the last thing that they thought would happen in that environment, because like I said, everybody was completely chill. And so they didn't expect it to happen. I guess that he ended up, like the security got to him first immediately, and then from there the ambulance arrived to try to help him and everything. And so it's it's unfortunate, but there's so much security footage that has happened, like that's available and that's gonna come out over time. They'll be exactly able to tell who it was. There'll be no question because